Since ancient times, the people of Kon Hoa have passed down a legend about the swiftlet, tiny seabird sent to Earth by the Bodhisattva to befriend the fishing folk. Swiftlets are unlike any other bird, from their appearance to their ecological habits. They build their nests only on steep cliffs and remote, deserted islands, crafting them from their own vital essence, saliva. Swiftlets accompany those at sea, easing the loneliness of fishermen amidst the wind and waves. Seeing the birds calling to one another and watching their tiny wings overhead brings the warmth of the shore to those at sea. The collecting and processing of birds' nests in Kon Hoa dates back nearly 700 years. It began in 1329 when the founding ancestor, Admiral Le Van Dat of the Tran dynasty, settled here, exploited the Entree Island group, discovered the Swiftlet Islands, and created the traditional occupation, fishing craft. The cultural spaces associated with this craft include various religious sites, Bitch Dam Communal House, the birthplace of the ancestor Le Van Dat, and shrines dedicated to Tran Hoang, the tutelary deities, and the early settlers of the Bitch Dam Island village in Vinh Nguyen Ward, Nha Trang. Other significant sites include the La Family Ancestral House in Phuoc Hai Ward and Vinh Nguyen Ward, the Kon Hoa Swiftlet Nest Craft Ancestral Temple on Hon Noi Island, and the Temple of Great Admiral Le Thi Huyen Tram, also on Hon Noi Island. According to historical records, in 1328, Admiral Le Van Dat, a commander under King Tran Nan Tong, was caught in a storm during a southern inspection tour and drifted to Hon Tre Island. He established Bitch Dam Village, explored surrounding islands, discovered the Swiftlet colonies, and developed methods to collect their nests. Consequently, Lord Le Van Dat is honored by the people of Bitch Dam as a tutelary deity, Huc Than. The collecting community recognizes him as the founding ancestor of the Kon Hoa bird's nest industry. Throughout history, this community has quietly passed the craft from father to son. Generations of bird's nest collectors have passed down valuable experience to ensure the resource is sustainably protected and developed. On Bitch Dam Island, there is an ancient temple known as Muba, the Ladies' Temple. Since ancient times, fishermen have come here to pray for favorable weather and calm seas before departing, or to offer thanks after a bountiful season. Legend has it that the temple was built to worship Lady Le Thi Huyen Tram, daughter of village chief Le Van Quang and a descendant of the founding ancestor Le Van Dat. Every year, on the 10th day of the 5th lunar month, islanders hold a festival to pay tribute to their ancestors, who discovered the islands and protected the land and sea, establishing the knowledge of harvesting and processing nests. Today, the craft in Kon Hoa still preserves many traditional techniques and customs. It maintains traditional tools such as collecting poles, so chia, and specialized tweezers, deo hip. Products are classified based on traditional methods of color, size, and weight. Nests are collected twice a year, the first cycle in the 3rd lunar month and the second in the 7th lunar month. The second cycle focuses on bird conservation. Mature swiftlets begin nesting around November after the winter solstice. After 124 days, they lay 2 eggs. The first collection occurs after the eggs are laid. Within a few days of this harvest, the birds rebuild. Approximately 48 days later, they lay 2 more eggs and incubate them. After 24 days, the eggs hatch. About 40 days after birth, once the fledglings leave the nest, the second collection begins. About 122 days after the second collection, the parents begin nesting again. Fledglings live independently for about 322 days before they reach maturity and can build their own nests. To sustain the population, the second collection only occurs after all young birds have flown away. Some caves are collected only once a year to ensure population growth. Harvesting and processing remain entirely manual. Although some tools and methods have evolved, the core remains traditional. Collecting birds' nests from sheer cliffs is a difficult and highly dangerous task. It requires collectors to be experienced, hardworking, cautious, and extremely skillful in every movement. Kon Hoa Salangane's Nest Company manages 33 Swiftlet Islands and 173 caves, holding the Asian record for the largest number of Swiftlet Islands and caves, as well as the highest natural bird's nest production in Asia. Processing and grading must be done with meticulous care. Artisans use pointed knives, tweezers, and brushes to remove feathers and impurities before grading and preserving the nests based on color and size. Classification of nests. Asterisk. Red nest. Red in color, the highest quality. Asterisk. Pink nest. Inhong. Light orange in color. Asterisk. White nest. In Quang. White whole weighing 12 grams or more. Asterisk. Ivory nest. In Thien. White whole weighing 10 grams. Asterisk. Small white nest. In Bai. White whole weighing 6 grams. Asterisk. Fragmented nest in Mond. White, but the nest is not intact. Asterisk. Small gray nest. India. Darker color due to bird droppings. Asterisk. Broken nest. Invon. Small fragments. Faced with the potential loss of skilled artisans and the decline of natural resources, the provincial government took action to protect this cultural and ecological identity. The Provincial People's Committee established the Khan Hoa Salanganese Nest Company to restore and maintain the craft. This was done by relying on the craft community, families, and individuals with the passion, skill, and professional ethics to preserve these secrets. Khan Hoa Salanganese nest has been recognized by the Asian Record Organization as a gift specialty of Khan Hoa. They possess high nutritional value and a strong reputation both domestically and internationally, enriching the local treasures of Nha Trang and Vietnam. The industry not only secures the livelihoods of those in the craft, but also contributes to the state budget for local social welfare and public works. This traditional craft is deeply connected with the development of Vinh Nguyen Ward, one of the earliest established villages in Khan Hoa. Despite the passage of time, the craft continues to preserve folk knowledge and skills regarding bird population growth, collecting, and preservation. Religious activities, customs, and festivals remain vibrant. They provide spiritual support for the workers, strengthen community bonds, and create a firm foundation of trust for future generations to preserve this heritage. Warmly welcome and congratulate Khan Hoa Salanganese Nest Company. We officially recognize the knowledge of Khan Hoa birds' nest processing and collecting as a national intangible cultural heritage. We also recognize the Khan Hoa Salanganese Nest Festival as a national intangible cultural heritage.